right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Set. 18 right, track 60. Bronco switch. Take over.
It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw now. It's Ritter. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Cut 19. Ready. Check smash.
They've got a man in motion.
Warrior 70. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. He put everything he had into this one. This is intercepted by Dax Hill. And the Bengals force the turnover on the first series of this game.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
On 2.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Here we go. 11.
A give to Allen out of the shotgun. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. This finds all, complete. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Shotgun handoff for Allen. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 2nd and 6 now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. On the handoff, Allen. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that will set up 1st and goal.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches.
On 1, ready?
And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 12. Got.
Allen. And he only got back to the line of scrimmage with that dive. Only a yard that time, and now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Gun.
He tries to sneak it, and he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bengals parlay the interception into points. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Point after, up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Riggs. Go.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out. Because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
Trap 60. Go street. Panther 11.
Here's 2nd and 11. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 47. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronk. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
79
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Come on, set. Viking 18. Rig alert. 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 18 Rattlers. Take go.
Ritter to throw. Brought in close to the 8. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets reach pay dirt for the 1st time this game. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was going to be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his 3-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the 3-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Well, maybe like a Tyrese Maxey. But whatever.
The kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Back.
Burrow from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go.
They send a man in motion. Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. Caught by Burton. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go. Here we go.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chain. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
That kind of call right there, Kate, it shouldn't be the third down surprise it used to be 5, 10, 15 years ago. So common in teams' playbooks league-wide. But boy, is it tough to defend. And that's why they love breaking it out to reset those chains.
Big catch made, and he got both feet in. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A give right side. Here's Pacheco. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Sending the tight end in motion left. A 2nd down run by Pacheco. Hits a seam at the 40. And he has this all the way across to the opposing 45. That one hits for 30. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. So we're through one. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll begin the quarter with 2nd and 8. From the 42. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Looking for the back that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Street. Warrior 70. 60 Maverick.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's got him. That's Pacheco. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. And the running back still doing it to this day.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Ready, set,
Slot man motioned over. First down, and they go right back to it. And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Back to Pacheco here on 2nd. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Offense in the hurry up here. First and goal. They'll try an option to the left. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. That's the rookie from Auburn. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. So the penalty takes some of that distance away. Things tightening up here for 2nd and goal. Pacheco. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Play action now. Burrow. He's on the move. Connection made with his back deep downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. His pass caught by Allen. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. He couldn't get anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal.
We call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5.
Here we go.
Burrow. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals tie things up at 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Check smash. Panther 11, go.
Running right is Pacheco. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Come on, set.
Man in motion, headed right. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Duke the defender. He's got a gain of 6 there. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
11, call me.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. Forced out to his right. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Burrow to the air now. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
On 1, ready? Here we go.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
Let's get set. 11, 11, 11, 11. Right, 80. Right, touch. 11, Thomas. 11, MT. 11, MT. Stop.
This is Allen on the give. Into the second level past the 30. And he gets this one down to the 27. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Finds his target, Allen. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards. And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Up the middle, here goes Allen. Jukes out a one-stop. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
11, 11.
Going to the ground again on first. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Throwing is Burrow. This throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
12, 12. Stop.
Allen trying this straight ahead. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Allen is in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take the lead just before halftime. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
Set. Six the Eagles.
He's back to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he'll get it up to the 44. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting in the wings for whoever can finish this game out as we're back underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11, 11. Shot.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Allen there to haul it in. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
This is brought in at the 15. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals grow the lead coming out of halftime. McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals double their lead to 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Let's go.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. First and 10 now from the 30. Ritter looking to throw. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 3 on that gain. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That was Geno Stone up there to make that play. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
65 cats. Let's go now. Riggs. Top low 18. 70 Ranger.
From the 47. Stays in. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
18, Pioneer. Go street.
Putting a receiver in motion.
19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Hurt. 18, rattle. Hut.
Now a handoff for Pacheco. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Track it, 60. Rig alert. Cut 19.
It's Pacheco again. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Check. 60 Maverick. Chap 60. Panther 11. Mustang 19.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Dumps it off to his running back. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
65, top low 18. 70 Ranger. 19 Lion. 79 Bronco. Check out.
Third down from the gun. Pacheco hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Here we go. Hey, smash. 18, Pioneer. 19 tight.
They'll run Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Let's go. Street.
Man in motion here.
7 Pirates. 18 Rattler. Dragon 60. Cut 19.
Ritter. The back grabs it. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Warrior 70.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
Go.
Gonna keep this one and go. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jets start the second half with some needed points. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. At the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Here we go.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. On the move, headed right. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third.
I'm one, ready?
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go. Cut.
Burrow from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Get set. Cut.
Here's Burrow. Escapes out to the left. Makes the grab in bounds left side. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
Here we go, here we go. 11, Thomas. Cut.
Trying it right side with Allen. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Gun. Cut.
Motioning him from the slot right.
Cut.
From the 22 on 2nd down. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They've got a man in motion. On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Buys time, rolling right. The Jets get there and bring him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Big moment coming up for Evan McPherson on this attempt. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set.
They're going play action. Completed to his running back. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. 16 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Play action on first down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. And the Bengals have the football as he records his 12th INT of this season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right, you've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I'm one, ready?
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go.
A give to Allen out of the shotgun. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Here we go. Mighty.
It's Allen again. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Third and just 2 to go.
Here we go.
Right back to Allen. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
It's just set. 11 Thomas. Stop.
Fourth down, Burrow. Buying some time right. He connects downfield on 4. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
McPherson to add the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals take a 3-possession lead.
Jets 21. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Has his man. It's Pacheco. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll give the Jets a first down. They kick the running back in motion. Ritter setting up to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 39. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Trying to set this up quick. They are throwing it again. Dumped off to his running back. And he gets this forward to the 19. Gotta hurry this to the line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
From the 19. Finds his man over the middle. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
18, rapid. Track at 60. Cup 19. Warriors 70.
They'll throw it again. Toward the sideline and caught by Wilson. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat.
Now Ritter. And this is caught. Touchdown, New York! The Jets get it back to within 2 possessions. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets cut the lead down to 10. And that's the Bengals who are on that one. And that's a wrap on this ball game. Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback. And now that they've failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late in the game.
Here we go.
Pete Carroll likes to say, can you win a game in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter? Nope. You win it when it matters in this league, and that's finishing in the fourth.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Gun.
Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Here we go, here we go.
Well, Brock, I think we're both thinking another kneel likely coming here on third down. So the Bengals take this one on the road. And they'll raise that Lamar Hunt trophy high as champions of the AFC. And that earns them 2 more weeks of football until they head to the Bayou and fight for a Super Bowl. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from New York.